Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're looking at Life by the Drop by Stevie Vaughan. Classic tune. If you're lucky enough to have a 12-string guitar to play on, I'm very jealous. Sounds great with one of those. But that doesn't mean that the rest of us can't have fun. So we're going to go over the intro last, just because there's, the most tricky stuff is going on there compared to what we're seeing in the rest of the tune. And so we'll break that down later. So we're dealing with a lot of just typical blues shuffle stuff. I think this is the first blues tune that I learned, if I'm not mistaken, and it's really fun to play. And we've just got these standard blues shuffle movements with open strings, and it sounds cool. Very nice sound. So we're going to have blues shuffle with our A5 and A6 chords, if you will. It's just going to be 2 strings, open string 5, and then I'm going to have my first finger posted up here on string 4, fret 2. So I just hit those 2 strings, and all of my strumming for the shuffle here is going to be down, and so it's swing feel, right? And then I'm going to use my 3rd finger for the 4th fret, so I'm going back and 4th on string 4 on fret 2 and 4 for the A shuffle, right? And I never lift that index finger, it's my anchor. You don't want to do this. It just doesn't make sense. You're making yourself overwork at that point. And you're just going to keep this finger, ring finger, really close. That's the general feel, and you could use that. That would work fine. What I was doing at the beginning was, I believe what I hear in the recording, if I recall, I haven't listened to it in a while, is to get a little bit more of a short, long feel. Short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. So I'm, like I said, picking everything down. I'm going through those 2 strings, 5 and 4, and then I immediately go back and grab those strings with my pick and a little bit of the cushioning of my hand. I just make sure I stop that sound. I can even use my left hand, I did right there. Right? And then on the 2nd strum I break away to let it ring out. Gives it a nice little groove instead of it all just being open and connected. Very common way of playing that shuffle. Either way sounds nice though, so you can make a choice there. A little bit more technical to go and stop the strings from ringing. Probably puts a little bit of tension in the hand, but if you like that sound, it's well worth it. Okay, so that's our A shuffle. And then I also have an E shuffle, and I'm just going to bump fingers 1 and 3 up to string 5 here, same frets 2 and 4, and then I use my open E string, same thing. Okay, and then I also have a D shuffle, and we're going to shift it down to fingers 1 and 3 down to string 3, fret 2, fret 4, and the open D string. So I'll put all these pieces together as they go together in the tune, but just get through the individual bits like the chords that we're playing, but in this case we got the shuffle stuff happening. And then we have an F sharp minor chord, which is going to be a bar at the 2nd fret, and then I'm using fingers 3 and 4 here. So from string 6 to 1, I'm on frets 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2. Okay? And the way that's going to be played is a double hit on the bass note, the root, string 6, and then down, up on the rest of the chord. Always maintaining that swing feel. Okay, so in the most basic sense, the verse goes A shuffle, E shuffle to an F sharp minor to a D shuffle. That's really it. You could just use that. I'm going to give you a little D7 lick to play here in a second, but that is the entire form of the verse. Same speed, and then I'll speed it up the second time. So a little bit faster. A shuffle, E shuffle, F sharp minor, and a D shuffle. So you could use that and that will be fine. But like I said, we had this little D7 riff that I played in the beginning. I'm going to grab F sharp, string 6, fret 2 with my thumb. I don't do that a lot, but in this case it works well. And a D7 chord here, open string 4, string 3 fret 2, string 2 fret 1, and string 1 fret 2. So we have, I'm hitting that bass note twice just like I did for the F sharp minor, and then strumming the chord, the D7 chord down up, just like I did for the F sharp minor. And then I'm going to arpeggiate it. I'm going to go from string 2 to 3 to 1, and then I'm going to lift my hand off and I catch the open strings. Okay, so all that together is from the F sharp minor. I'll put it all together in a second here. D7 riff. Okay, now I'll play through one iteration of the verse with the A, E, F sharp minor, and then that D7 riff tacked on at the end. A shuffle. E shuffle. F sharp minor, and D7. Okay, and that'll either return you to another repeat of the verse or to the chorus. Chorus, not much different going on. We've got an F sharp minor chord, played the exact same way we did in the verse, and then a D shuffle, and an immediate change to an E shuffle. So we changed a little quicker there. That is F sharp minor, D, E, and repeat, D, E, and then we land on an F sharp minor chord, a D7 chord, an E major chord, and we're back into so the chorus all together from the F sharp minor, D, E, F sharp minor, D, E, F sharp minor, D7, E major, and that's from 6 to 1, open, 2, 2, 1, open, open, if you don't know E major. And then it goes back into the A shuffle to get back into a verse, of course, until we get to the outro, which I'm going to show you now. But before that, there's a little pull-off thing that you'll hear in the recording that I just did there. It's on the A shuffle, and then I'm going to grab string 5, fret 3, pull off to the open string, and then jump to string 3, fret 2. A shuffle, string 5, fret 3, pull off to open, string 3, fret 2. So on and so forth. Okay. And then for the outro, we've got a cool little lick happening here. So it's going to be F sharp minor. And we get to a different little riff. It's going to be open string 4, string 4, fret 2, string 4, fret 4. But I'm going to snap this third finger down with a hammer on to get a little grace note hammer. Like that. It's real snappy. And then back to string 4, fret 2. And then string 4, fret 2 again, and another grace note hammer, pull off to 2 there on string 4, and then land on string 5, fret 4. So all of that together. Open, 2, 4 with a grace note hammer, 2, 2, grace note hammer to 4, pull off to 2, and string 5, fret 4. If that stuff feels difficult to you, you can eliminate it and go. You can pick all of it. It doesn't sound as smooth without at least the pull off there. But if it's just throwing a wrench in the works, then you know, put the rest of the tune together and you can come back and fine tune that, work on it by itself. You know, it's just a little flavor. It's like a spice, right? Just giving it a good feel, and a nice little articulation to have, especially when you're talking about blues. But really, we see it everywhere. So that's going to be F sharp minor. That riff, this is the outro. F sharp minor, and that riff again. F sharp minor, D7, E, just like we did in the chorus, and then we're back into the A shuffle. So that outro all together, close to speed. So on that little transition of F sharp minor to D7 to E, he's just kind of holding the chords. You can get another strum in there if you want. Not anything too specific happening there. It's just kind of ending to get back to the A. All right, now let's get to that intro. So I'm going to break this down into the individual beats, and we'll just call out what's happening. So hopefully that'll make it easier to piece together, because it's all running with the, you know, with a triplet feel. And I think if we talk about it in that, you know, in that regard, it makes it a little easier to understand. So it's just a nice little blues run. The first beat is going to be open 5, hammer on 3 with 3, and then open 4. I'm not going to prescribe a specific way of picking, but I definitely recommend not doing all down picking. Even if you're at that stage where you think down picking is so much more comfortable, I can't up pick, you need to incorporate alternate picking. There's no way around it, and you will find that it accelerates your playing quite a bit. It's going to ramp up your ability to find those strings. Down picking is just super inefficient. You can hear when people are kind of stuck in that mode, right? It works okay for some things, but A lot of stuff it doesn't. Okay, so beat 1, open 5, hammer on string 5 fret 3 with finger 3, open 4. Beat 2, string 4, fret 1, hammer on to fret 2, string 3 open. So those two beats together. This is one of the tricky ones just because it uses 16th note triplets. It's going to be open string 4, string 4 fret 1, hammer on, and then pull off back to open string 5 fret 3. So that sounds like this. It happens quick though. All right, we'll put it all together, but these are the first 3 beats right here. Okay. Next beat, string 4 open, string 5 fret 3, string 3, put finger 1 on fret 1, and then grace note hammer to fret 2. So that is all 4 of those beats together. Okay. Next beat is going to be open string 3, string 4 fret 2, string 4 fret 1. All of those together. Okay, and then next beat we have that same little lick that we saw with the 16th note triplets a little earlier. String 4 open, string 4 fret 1, string 4 open, a hammer on pull off, and then string 5 fret 3, same thing there, just catching that blues note. Okay, all of that together. The next beat is pretty easy. It's going to be string 4 open, string 5 fret 3, string 4 open. Okay, all of that together. And the last little bit is string 5 fret 3, pull off to string 5 open, and then I'm going to grab a string, can't remember if I do it with finger 1 or finger 2. When I play it fast I'll figure it out, but string 3 fret 2, string 5 fret 3, string 5 open, pull off, string 3 fret 2, the whole thing. I'm going to play it at various tempos here in a second, but we'll just do that again. I'll play it even slower than I'm about to do right now. Okay, I'm going to slow it down more than that, just to make it, it won't sound like music necessarily, but just so you can, most likely keep up once you've got the finger movements down and play along, and then you can work that with a metronome or play along with it at a faster tempo. So here we go. Okay, now a little bit faster than we've played it. Even quicker. At that speed, you're really starting to hear that lick. It's starting to have a little bit of flavor there. Starting to groove. Okay, a little bit quicker. That is probably a little slower than what it is. I think it's something along the lines of. So, play it slow. Slow is going to get you there a lot faster. Up to that speed, you just want to have very small movements in the left hand, and I think maybe even more important than that is just to be relaxed and be able to visualize it, see it in your mind's eye, right? If you can put this together note by note and start hearing it and know exactly where your fingers need to be. There's not too many frets there, right? We just have like that, and that's really it, right? Put together in a nice, tasty way, but you know, just it helps to break things down like that and go, oh, it's really only just 6 notes or whatever it may be. So take your time with that, guys. Play along with whatever portion you feel you're at, or get a metronome out, set it on triplets, and that'll help immensely. Listen to the tune, all that jazz. So yeah, have fun with that one. That was one of my favorite tunes to play a long time ago, and still have fun teaching it nowadays. So hope you guys enjoy it just the same. See you in the next video. Thanks a lot.